Okay, I think we are online. I see that Twitch is working. I don't see if YouTube works, but I think it is. Give me a sec, Michał. This is the first time for the long time I'm going to stream on two platforms at once, so I'm not sure if I did everything correctly. I will test this while waiting for the people. Although we have already the first person on chat, Vampire Lord 105, and hello and welcome. Give us a moment because we have one little problem, technical issue, and I believe you can see this issue is that this chat on stream doesn't work. You see this restream.io, the chat is ready to display messages. I'm super happy that they are ready, but they are not displaying those messages. It is I, the number one minion. Oh, so it is Gnomin, our favorite player. Hello, how are you today? Okay, so while waiting, I'll do one last thing to fix this chat. But if it won't work, then sorry guys, it won't work. We are just the developers. We don't know nothing about streaming. Do you know something about streaming, Michał? Oh, although I guess I think what's wrong. I think I know what's wrong. Give me a moment. Could it be? Settings and chat. Okay. Customize chat. Could you? I have small request. I will send you a new link to the chat. Could you change it in OBS because it may be work. I'm doing what Vampire Lord said. I'm doing well. Going to work on wrapping up my Dark Oot playthrough before trying to a full playthrough as Necromancer Wizard. Because as it turns out, multi-classing both Death Domain Cleric and Necromancy Wizard made me unable to cast Animate Death. I really see that you are a huge fan of Necromancy, and that's amazing. You changed the link, yes? Yes, I can hear you all loud and clear. Although Anya said that she doesn't hear you, so maybe there is some issue. Let me check. We are still waiting for some people to join us. So don't worry, guys. We will start soon. But first, we want to check if everything is in order. Can you say a few words, Michał? I mean, I heard you, I guess, or I heard you on my PC, so that's also possible. So, guys, let us know on chat if you can hear Michał, or you just can hear me, only me. Oh, and we fixed the chat. It is a little bit squeezed, unfortunately, but I think it finally worked. Quick test on YouTube just to check. We can't. Like you can't hear Michał, yes? Okay, Michał, check if you have the in OBS if you have the source of microphone set up well. No need to rush, by the way. I'm trying to catch up, but I think not. I think you're still We still can hear you. While we're waiting for Michal to fix his microphone, let me ask you, how do you like a new update? How do you like Hell? I know that for some people it was truly hellish, by the way, for us as well. It was tough few days after the Welcome to Hell patch, and we had some tough situations, but I think we managed to fix most of the problems we had with this patch, and mostly thanks to your amazing feedback, like all the opinions or the comments you're leaving on both Discord and Steam. They are helping us like like a lot, and thanks to you, we are making this game better and better with every day. So, well, thank you so much for that. I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not. Mhm. Mm, you can also do one more thing, and I think about it now. You can add source in OBS that will be source of the microphone. It's like when you add a new source, you have like audio input capture. So it will be a separate, but it should fix the issue.
Okay, what about now? I see some like stuff changing in OBS. So
Oh, yes, I hear you. I hear you. So, guys, let us know if you heard it too, or maybe it was just my imagination. It's
yeah,
working now. Okay, amazing.
but
So,
I'm really quiet. Okay.
you can get, make me a little bit quiet. You can make me quieter, or just go up with you. Feel free to play with those settings in OBS. You see, you know why we started this chat, sorry, with this stream with such issues, because this is what we do. We are fixing issues. We love to make issues and then fix them, similar with what we did with the Hell update.
Is it better now? I tried to make it louder, but I'm not sure if is it working.
Don't worry. I will make myself quieter a bit with my. Now we are both quiet.
Okay.
That's okay. So you can make us louder all together.
Wait a second. And now is it better?
Volume at max. Better. No, it's too quiet. I mean, I see that it depends from the ear.
I make the volume at max, so I'm not sure if I can change anything. Wait a second. Audio. Yeah. Not much I can do.
I mean, I can hear you. But I am loud, so I'm taking myself a little bit quieter.
No, I'm not using camera, like mic from my camera, but I can change the mic again to the wait. And how about now? Is it better? Worse?
I mean, we can hear you, so
Okay, so now I'm using my worse mic, but hey, it works. So nice sword, Łukasz. Is it a sword?
As long as you. Yes, it is a wooden sword we had on our PGA booth last year, and I decided that we are going on this crusade together. Then I need to be prepared for what's going to happen because I heard me how that you made quite a difficult hell for players.
Could you repeat what? Sorry.
I heard you created a very difficult level for our players, so I want to
Yeah,
be prepared
yeah.
when we
I'm
enter
the
there.
problem. Designers always are the problem. So,
Uh,
but we made it like a little bit easier. I hope so. With the last
mhm.
update, so
I mean,
people are writing that
looking.
they beaten the devil, so it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Yeah.
Yes, definitely looking at the reviews is much better. So, guys, now when we finally have the technical issues behind us, we can find now officially. Now this is the moment we are officially starting this stream. Welcome, hello to the developers Q&A. My name is Łukasz Kostka. I'm the man responsible for the most boring part of making games, so marketing, but also I'm the guy behind some of the like most of the dialogues in the game. So I also add something from myself to the development of this title. And today with me is Michał Chwistek, who is the lead game designer. Michał, please tell me a few words about yourself. Who are you and why you are making games?
Yeah, so I'm Michał. I'm from Poland, as the whole team from Polish Games. Right now I'm sitting in Krakow, and yeah, what about me? I was a gaming journalist for like 10 years, and now I'm a game designer, as you can see. And I helped to design this game.
Yes, you did. Like I said, you're the lead game designer, so that's why you are responsible for making people's life hell, like literally by adding
Yeah.
hell. But as we said, we are quite proud with this new update. Like what happened on Monday when we launched this Welcome to Hell update, it was crazy. It was like all the numbers skyrocketed, and we had so many players playing the game at the same time, and it was a dream come true. And even if we had some hiccups, even if we had to fix a few things after that, I think we managed, and this was just a exciting, exhausting, and also beautiful day for us at Polished Games. So we just want to thank all of you for being part of this success, because well, you're the guys who are buying this game, so that's thanks to you.
Okay, so let's start playing, maybe.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yes, we will start with the hell, and it's going to be a build that, Michał, if I remember correctly, you are fully upgraded, like fully upgraded for the kingdom. All the achievements from kingdom are unlocked, and all the bindings are well raised. But in terms of hell, we start from the scratch. Yes.
yes, exactly. On this save slot, I
Mm-hmm.
didn't play Hell yet, so as you can see, I don't have the building with the hellish experiments, and I don't even have the new skin unlocked yet. Yeah, we'll choose the best one, the Toxic Lover, and
It's your favorite one.
yeah, probably. But the ship one is also nice. This that you get after beating the king. So
Okay, let's
we can
start.
choose the hull and start playing.
And of course, if you guys have any questions to us, like any like, don't be gentle. Share whatever you want. Just drop it in the chat, and we'll try to answer them. And I just because before I start, we have one more thing. We had some messages on our Steam comments in comments below the announcement when we announced this Q&A, and one of the users on Steam asked me to read one sentence when we begin the stream, and I'm going to do it now. The message
Okay.
is: this message is brought to you by Moriana's #1 fan, Adam. So now we knew have a competition. Now we can begin.
We have 2 number 1s, right? Okay. Okay, so let's start. Now we can choose first perk. Maybe I will go with my favorite one, the Bonds of Torment. It's probably one of the best in early game. And let's start killing some imps.
At least trying to kill them, yes? It's
Yeah.
not easy on the first run in Hell.
So yeah, I spent with this level so much time that it's not hard for me maybe, but I understand people who die here. It's like totally normal. When we were playtesting this new level, like 1 month ago, I think, there were people like dying after 30 seconds. So yeah, it's normal.
I mean, it is. I remember the first time you let me play the Hell level. I remember I died in 10th second, something like that. I survived like 10 seconds. That was my first result in Hell.
Since then, we like make it easier to make it normal. Like it was beatable then, but it was really too hard in the early game. Yeah, I love when the meteors like hit the enemies. One of the big part of the Hell is all the environmental hazards, as you can see on the map. I think it's really fun that some of them like deals damage only to minions, and some of them deals damage to enemies and your minions. So they can be like, if you are lucky, you can like get some free bodies. But if you don't have luck,
remind me those random meteors that are hitting from time to time. They can kill enemies too, like we just saw. But when we have those meteors during this bombarding during some events, then it's hazard only for us. Yes.
Yes. So the rule is simple, but maybe not so obvious. We're still working on it. Is that everything that is connected with fire deals damage only to Moriana and her minions, because you know, like the demons in Hell don't care about fire, but all the hazards that are based on coffee, they like deals damage to both enemies and minions. So they can be used for some like as you can see, this is a bombardment, as we call it, and it's based on fire, so it deals damage only to Moriana and her minions, because if it would like deal damage to enemies, it will like kill all the enemies on the map, so it will be like too easy. Also, one of the biggest changes we made while like designing the Hell level is that, as you can see, like more different types of enemies appear on the map from the beginning. Like in.
Oh yeah, that was one of the biggest changes. Yes, because when you play the Kingdom, you have only peasants on the screen, like pretty much for the first 2 minutes of the run, and then you introduce warriors, and then slowly you introduce the knights. But here we start the game and we right away have imps, goats, and bombers. So it's different from the Kingdom. So why such decision?
Yeah, so it makes the game obviously harder, but also it adds some like an interesting dynamic that you must avoid not only some like things standing on the ground, like lava or some exploding this blobs, but also like moving hazards. And different types of enemies are like moving hazards you must avoid. Also, you can. It's not like in Kingdom. It's like you can't get stronger minions before certain minute, and here it all depends on your skill and your like. You can take risks. and you can try. We can try now to attack some bombers, for example. And if you are good and if you gather your army quickly, you can like get the stronger minions earlier than other players. So we wanted to make every level different. So that was also the reason to change the dynamics of early game, especially.
Yeah, that was the idea, not to do the simple reskin of the first level, but to introduce something new with the new.
Also, we wanted to make it like from the beginning, like the plains level was also planned to be this way, but we decided against it because we wanted to introduce players to the game, to the rules of the game, like more smoothly without the risks. Because right now, if you like attack bad group too early, you can die pretty easily, and we thought that it shouldn't be possible or so easy to die in like first minute of first level. That's why we introduced this change in the second level. As you can see, the bombers can really quickly.
I thought it was going well for you, but now I see it's.
Yeah,
it's
but
not.
I got the achievement, like, so yeah, worth it.
Oh yes, you did. Yes, you did. Survived 5 minutes.
Okay.
And do you have a revive?
No,
No.
not yet.
I mean, you do, but without the blood harvest. Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Perished. And thanks to it, I understand we unlock our first freezing perk.
Yeah.
I've always wondered what true hell would look like.
That was.
And
Yeah, maybe I will shut up myself because Moriana is speaking.
Yeah, be careful.
I could design something far more gruesome. Still, I feel much better after butchering a few demons. But it's not
Okay, I want to go
enough.
home.
Crave more. Hush, my minion. I'll take care of your safety as long as you're useful. I need you to be brave for me. Don't call me mommy. I'm not here to heal your child's traumas. Now, to work.
It wasn't the wise choice, I guess.
Yeah.
I suspect he's the one who incinerated my horde back on Earth. Naughty, naughty. I will drag God from his throne in heaven and shatter his pride. But first things first, let's start by making hell even worse than it already is.
Okay, no to mamy nasz pierwszy dialog, mamy nasz pierwszy... Oh, sorry! I started talking in
Switch
Polish.
to Polish.
Yeah. I
I
just
thought
like
it was-
freeze out for a moment listening to the
Don't-
dialogue.
don't
and
worry,
my
it-
brain like...
Don't worry, it was so
Turns off.
beautiful that I also I didn't know what's going on. Like, whoa, what the hell? You don't speak English, but I understand
Yeah,
you. Amazing.
maybe because
Yeah,
we had a different stream for Polish media like some time ago. And
Yes,
it's like,
yes, we did. Yeah, about the dialogue we just had. The whole I had only one goal with this whole dialogue. This goal was to finally give players the opportunity to say "mommy" to Moriana, but as you can see, it's not ending well. She doesn't like it too much. But yeah, it was like I wanted to give you that option finally. So you're welcome, players. You're welcome.
okay, so let's build some first new building. It's Hellish Experiments, where you can unlock some new stuff. This is our new meta progression for a new level, because we were thinking about like making the first system of the buildings and like to make it bigger, to add more stuff, and we decided against it because we think that the strength of the Moriana right now is enough. Like if she became stronger, for example, like move faster, resurrect more minions or stuff like that, it will be a little bit OP. So we made a special progression system for Hell minions only, so we don't break the balance of the kingdom level or the next level that will be released like later. And maybe we'll change it a little bit,
Mhm.
but right now we have like the meta progression only for Hell, and there are some upgrades for the whole army or for special upgrades for certain units.
Yeah, because I saw some feedback from players that it would be great to introduce this mechanic to also other levels. Like some of them were thinking that maybe if I will upgrade my army with this, it will work for Kingdom as well. But as you said, you decided that it should be solely for a Hell level.
Yeah, maybe we will add something similar to the
Mhm.
plains level, to the kingdom. I'm not sure. We didn't think about it yet, but that's one of the possibilities. That every level will have its own system, because I think it's great. I love the upgrades for specific minions, because they allow us to make them much stronger. For example, we couldn't make like the upgrade that adds stuff like, I don't know, attack range by 100% for every unit, because it will be hard to balance. And by doing them like specific for certain units, we can make them more fun, more like visible upgrades. But right now I have some souls for 3 talents points, so I can buy one of the one upgrade for minions, for ghosts, or for imps. I like the attack speed upgrade, maybe, so I'll go with
This
it.
is also something I'm doing, when I play Hell. Is the first talent I'm trying to get to increase the attack speed of imps, because it is quite slow, their attack, when you start. So it's a good idea, in my opinion, to increase it like
Yeah,
immediately when you can.
but
Helps a lot.
probably range is stronger a little bit, because you can
You say?
like kite your enemies and don't lose imps too
I mean,
much. But yeah,
yes, but I really prefer, shooting with an automatic
more fun.
rifle and not from the sniper rifle. But I guess it really depends on
yeah,
your
that's
style,
what that was our
gameplay.
goal, to make them like to give you some choice to choose one of two, because every unit has 2 upgrades to choose from. Of course, you can choose both if you have enough souls. But right now we will go with attack speed and try
Sure
to
thing.
like,
It's your gameplay. Try your crusade.
yeah, and we'll try to beat the boss.
Yeah. Good luck.
So maybe we'll try the new perk, the Ice Nova. This is probably my favorite one from the new abilities, because it's really strong, but also you must wait for some time to see the results. For example, when you are surrounded by enemies, you must wait till the Nova stack enough for till Nova freeze the enemies, and before that it doesn't do much. It make their attacks slower, so it's good. But the best part is when the Nova freeze the enemies, because they don't move and don't attack for like a few seconds.
You can use it to your advantage, that's for sure. We have a question on the chat from Daniel. The question is, any chance we can get some numbers built in game, like glossary with minion stats? The same goes for spells, like decay aura damage on skill selection screens, so I can directly compare against Frost Novas. So do we plan something like that to add in the game in the future?
It's like in our backlog for some time, and we want to do it, but also we don't have time now for this. Like, we'll try to do it as fast as possible, but yeah, as fast as possible is can be like changed in time, because right now we'll definitely are focusing on making this update better, because we are doing is there's so much stuff like boss, new abilities, new level, new enemies. We want to balance it better. We want to make them more fun sometimes because not everything is like amazing. And then we'll probably make some plans for the future update, and then we'll try to add some quality of life features.
We can, yeah, definitely. Like first things first, of course. The Daniel, what you just shared. Yes, we want to do it. It depends. Yes, we want to do it, but we need to find time for it and focus on the other stuff right now. But if you want to me, how I can help you to write a cool glossary, we can make it in the form like the Moriana's diary. You know, like she's writing a diary about the enemies or spells. She's encountering, so we can put it in her mouth and talking through her. I think that would be cool
Yeah,
idea.
that sounds nice. Sounds nice.
If you don't have time for a glossary during the development of level 3, I think it can work as a quality of life patch update afterward, along other improvements that aren't. Yes, exactly what you just said, Vampire Lord. It's like, don't get us wrong, giving you the access to some numbers and through the glossary or however we could do it is an important thing, I guess, but they're just more important stuff right now, and yeah, definitely some quality of life things will be added later on, closer to the full launch, on the full launch itself, and I imagine that some of them will be added after full launch. But yeah, just a summary, glossary, it is something we are thinking of for the long time, to be fair.
Yeah, I think the idea was like mentioned like I don't know 6 months ago probably or even earlier.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Earlier, I think it was even before the early access launch. We had that idea, so
Yeah, we had like
it was
the
a long
whole
time ago.
board of ideas that half of them was bad probably, but half of them were great and we wanted to add them, but like not enough time, unfortunately, yet.
Yeah,
I hope so.
game dev is game dev. Sometimes you just need to scratch.
Looks like they're
Yeah,
fine.
this is properly it's proper expression. Scratch
Yeah.
down, scratch down the idea. Sorry, guys, we are not English native speakers, so probably we can make some stupid mistakes while running this stream. But hey, it is what it is. And by the way, yeah, I just want to tell you that personally, I love the idea for freezing perks in Hell, because when do you mean scale down? No, like when you're erasing something, so you can you know, however you do it. I don't remember the expression now, like scratching down, scratching down the sentence or something like that. But I'm messing the phrase currently. But I just wanted to say that when you were first working on some, oh yeah, start the volcano.
Yeah.
When you first started work on perks, like those unique perks for Hell, I was so sure you will go for fire perks like flamethrowers or grenades or I don't know, something like that. But you went with the freezing perks, like the opposite of what's happening in Hell. So why is that?
Yeah, so the idea is that Moriana is always destroying everything because she loves it. So how to destroy hell, like make it freeze. That was the idea, and also the game is based mainly on the movement of your army. So frost spells like make it different, like freeze enemies, make them like stop attacking. It also make it different than the most of the spells in Kingdom, because most of the spells in Kingdom are like damage spells, and we wanted to add something different. And the most of the spells, new spells like the frost spells in Hell, don't deal damage or deal damage like very low damage, because the main focus is to slow down or to stop enemies from attacking.
Yeah, oh, the devil.
Yeah.
Step aside, or I'll teach you what my whip is.
First date with the devil.
Joke's on you. I'm into that. Unfortunately, I'm super busy now. Dealing with some crazy woman wrecking my workplace! Do you have any idea how difficult it will be to explain this mess to the insurance company?
Not my problem, devil.
Actually,
I love how he summons
I'm
the
not a
table
simple
just
devil.
to, you know,
I'm the CEO of this
sit on it.
place, lady.
Lay it out on
My
it.
name is...
I really don't care about your name. My horde and I are bored with this meaningless conversation.
Your Oh. Why did nobody tell me she was already here? Hey, demons! Especially you, David from HR!
This is some special Easter egg for us.
David from HR exists, but that's the topic for another conversation.
Yeah.
You read my memos, you know.
But we love David,
And I
by
don't
the way.
remember
It's,
the
We
one
don't-
toy
we
or
don't
the
work
end
in
US.
hell.
Yes, we don't work in hell. We love David. We are sharing love to him by putting him in the game.
I don't have time for this. Shoot.
See, that's the problem. I can't let you go. My boss is seriously pissed that you ripped off the head of his anointed. Demons, take care of her. ASAP.
Even the devil suffers when it comes to insurance. Yeah, he is.
This is the start of like I don't know how to call it. Not toxic love, but
Yeah, yeah.
the
I mean, I-
relation between devil and the Moriana.
Excellent.
That was super important for us, yes, because when we talk about Kingdom, when we talk about Richard, about Dick, then it's just like Moriana. She doesn't respect him, and she just wants to conquer his kingdom. So the relationship is very straightforward. But here with the devil, which we wanted to try something else, and well, guys, I hope you like it. But we have another question from the chat. Was there any particular game you got inspired by that led you to start on this project? Can I answer this question, Michał?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So you fight, and I talk. The funny thing is that it all started with Diablo 4, and it was a negative inspiration because our game director Krzysztof, who came up with the whole idea of the My Horde game, he played Diablo 4 game as a necromancer, and he simply didn't like it. So he was thinking, hey, I can do better than that, and that's why he decided that, hey, let's make a game that fulfills this fantasy of becoming a necromancer. And in terms of the inspirations, when you think about the direct inspirations, then of course it's Vampire Survivors. Although we never wanted to make it was never like, hey, we want to make a survivor game. It wasn't like from the start of, hey, we want to make a Vampire Survivor clone. It was like, no, we want to make a game about necromancer. What fits the best this formula? And we were testing, we were iterating, and in the end we ended up with survivor. Like, hey, okay, let's do it. Like, survivor is a good genre for such game. And yes, of course, Vampire Survivors was a great inspiration, but also games like Right Click to Necromance, or yeah. Go
Yeah,
on.
so the right click to Necromance was probably the most gameplay inspiration. Like
Mhm.
the systems are pretty similar but different also, because in right click to Necromance you must kill the whole squad of enemies to resurrect them. Here you can resurrect every enemy you kill, and also the difference is that we have a character. And in right click to
Yes.
Necromance the army was a character. So yeah.
So that is just like if you would take right click to the Necromance and combine it with Vampire Survivors, and then poof, you have My Horde. So, and of
Yeah,
course
exactly.
all other survivor kind of games. I remember that the Halls of Torment was kind of an inspiration. Maybe you remember some
Yeah,
titles.
we're playing like every other survivor-like game, and we are looking for inspiration. It wasn't easy because our game is different than the others, so we don't have single character. We can't use some, I don't know, dash spells or stuff like that, because we also can't use enemies that require you to move quickly, because we have
Mhm.
big army to move around the map. So we couldn't just copy the best ideas from Host of Torment or from Vampire Survivors. We had to invent some of them on our own. Some of them like change from the game we know. So for example, we have like an Hour of Decay. It's a simple spell, or the wait a second. Fires of Abyss is like Bible from Vampire Survivors. So some things work in our game, but some of them doesn't. Like we were, for example, we had some prototypes for a different Frost perk called how we call it. It was like the Moriana was leaving some frost how to say it, circles behind her.
Trail, like the
Yes, frost trail. Yeah,
oh yeah, I
forgot the
remember.
word.
I remember
So
this one. Yeah.
in theory, it was great idea, but in practice, it become like useless because you have such a big army that you don't like. If you leave the trail behind you, for most of the time, your army is standing on it, not the enemies. So it was. It would be a great spell for different Vampire Survivor game, but not for Be My Horde. So that was the problem.
Yeah, definitely.
And we
Thanks
had
for
many
such a-
many stuff like ideas like this. That's
Yeah.
theoretically.
Thanks for such a great game. Praise Be Moriana from Dr. Carlos. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
I hope you're enjoying your malevolent crusades.
Yeah.
And Volcano again.
So
I love
volcanoes are like how you call the machines in Las Vegas, like I don't, it's a jednoręki bandyta in Polish, but
Oh,
Sure.
I forgot how it is in English.
yeah. So the idea
Is this a
is
slot isn't it just
slot machine. Yeah, maybe. So you just put the coin in the volcano and
Yeah, slot machine.
and pray that it will hit your enemies, not your minions. I really
Yeah,
like the idea.
Let's be honest, there is some some amount of luck you need when you play Hell from time to time, but it kind of fits. Like, hey, you are in Hell, so it's chaos, nothing works properly, and that's why we made Hell to be some kind of strange version of corporation. Yeah, that's why we have all those ties, all those cups of coffee, and the devil CEO himself. Like, we envisioned Hell as a place that's run like a corporation. So that's how we started it. So,
Also,
and
we
really Hell is
wanted to
chaos.
add some mechanics that allows you to come back after losing your army, because in Hell you can lose your army pretty quickly if you make a mistake. And volcanoes and exploding, like the monsters on the map that explodes, they allow you to get some minions even if you have like 3 imps left, because you can always use volcano to kill some imps for free, or this like exploding brain.
Exploding blob, yeah.
So
I love
I had
blob.
so many at the beginning when I was learning Hell. I had so many rounds when I was sure that I'm dead, and then I used some environmental stuff to get some new units and continue playing. So all the environmental hazards give you some special and great moments
Definitely.
during play.
And the question from the chat from Vampire Lord is: have you ever played a card game with necromancy mechanics? A card game where you are a necromancer? I'm thinking about it now, but no titles are popping to my head.
I'm
now.
not big fan of card games. I like them, but I don't play them much. Like I
Okay,
love
okay.
Inscription, for example.
Oh
Because
my
it's
god,
awesome.
Description is such an amazing game. Like I love it. I love
Yeah.
it with all my heart.
And I like all the cards mechanics, but I'm not a I'm not a like Hearthstone player or Magic player, so
Okay. But do you like the Slay the Spire?
I didn't play it yet. So
You didn't play the Slay the Spire. Okay. I highly recommend it to you. But yeah, about Rising the Dead and creating your horde with cards. I don't know.
I think
I
in
don't
the
know.
Inscription there was some episode where you play a necromancer.
But it's not
Uh,
exactly that.
Yeah, I know,
That.
but there was a deck of skeletons, I think.
Yes, yes it was, yes it was. Daniel said, Doom guy skin for Moriano for beating out Hercules. Oh my god, that would be something, but I think we need to reach
Yeah.
out to Bethesda first and ask them for permission to do that, but...
Yeah, the
Oh my god,
Moriana
it's
with,
such amazing...
with a helmet would be nice.
Daniel, look at me, I'm writing this idea down right now in front of you, on your
And
eyes.
I'm dead probably, but I will try to kill myself and maybe it will help.
Doom guy skin. Fight, Mihao, fight. Oh my god, it's still going.
The first Nova is awesome.
It is, it is.
But
You can make it on map.
I'm dead.
15 minutes. This is your third run or second?
Second. Yeah.
Second run. So hey, it's quite good. Although you are the game developer, so
Yeah, but I wanted to show you that it's not like mandatory because because of the high difficulty level of Hell. Some people think that the Hell level is require a lot of grind, and
What's your problem?
I will go back to the topic after the dialogue.
sure thing. And hello, Adam. Thank you for joining us.
For jokes. Marvelous. I have one for you. It stinks, it's ugly, and in pieces. Oh, a minion torn apart for failing his lady. We should be out of here already. Get moving and secure me a battle with the devil himself. Now.
Yeah. So
You-
going
you-
back
you're
to
not-
the topic,
Yeah,
I
go
think
on.
it's like the Hell is beatable, probably without the talents. But it require a lot of skill and practice and knowledge, of course. But it's not that you need to like max out everything to be able to beat the Hell level. Of course, it's probably too hard now, and was definitely too hard before the last update. But it's possible. It's like the upgrades are great. It helps you a lot. But if you know the enemies, you know when to fight them. It's possible to play without the talents.
I
But
trust
I
you.
will. But I will
believe
buy
you.
some.
Yeah,
Because
go
they
go
are
on.
cool. We have like
Patience.
almost 900 souls.
like Vampire Lord said, patience is a virtue, and she's not a virtuous woman. So,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, and yeah, going back for a moment to this Doom guy skin. Of course, we could do it as a homage, but you know, it's a very thin line between homage and the sue from from some big companies. We don't want to get under anybody's skin. So, but who knows? I personally know from some people from Bethesda, so maybe we can arrange that. We'll see. And I hope you like the dialogue we just had with this cheesy joke about destroyed minion. All the cheesy jokes, unfortunately, I think they are from me because I'm the man who's really specialized in cheesy jokes, like the whole Richard Dick thing. came from me,
It's
and I'm so sorry
on
about
you.
it. It's on me. If you see any cheesy, unfunny jokes in the game, it's probably me. And you changed the skin, and we are trying it again. And I have a topic for you. I have a question for you for the beginning, so you could, slowly build your army and at the same time answering one question. Because from the Steam discussion, I had one from the user Fazwolf, and the question is. Are there any plans to possibly include melee attacks from Moriana herself? Like I think we had the conversation on some older streams, and we already said, you already said a little bit during this stream that hey, she's not a fighter, she's a leader, so any abilities like that. But what do you think about melee attacks for Moriana? Is it even possible?
So this idea is like great, but it's also one of these ideas that I think it's hard to implement in Be My Horde, because as I said before, like not everything works in Be My Horde, and because you can have a huge army around you, the melee attack is like it will be usable only at the beginning or in the end, because when you are dying, because to use it you have to allow enemies to get to you, so it will be probably like super, like you will use it like twice in a in a run or something like that.
That's true.
And it will be useless for the most of the run. But I think maybe it can be used as a different version of the Second Coming. So this is
okay.
like the ability to like use it right before your death, that you can save yourself thanks to it, and maybe it will be weaker than the Second Coming, but can be used more often or stuff like that.
Maybe you remember we had that idea on one stream to give Moriana a slap attack, like she slaps somebody in the face.
Yeah,
so maybe that would be something like that.
But I think we will have to implement correctly. We will have to add some different spells that make like small army builds viable. I think in Hell it's more possible than in Kingdom, because in Kingdom it's like the difference between different type of units are smaller, but in Hell when you start killing goats, your army quickly become like the army of goats, because the imps are so much weaker than the goats that it's like they die too fast. So your army right now, my army is quite small, because I level up, I can say, like I changed my minions from imps to goats. That's why my army is smaller. So maybe in Hell the melee attack would be like usable in some form, but I still think it will be hard to make it fun.
Yeah, it would be something minor, additional, funny, but maybe it wouldn't be very usable, like very good perk or very good ability in this case.
I think it would be nice to have like something like that it's not a perk to choose from, but it's like default ability for Moriana to maybe, I don't know, kill one minion every minute with her melee attack or something like that. Like special ability that is in every run. You don't have to like lose your perk to choose it. Maybe stuff like that.
I see Vampire Lord that you really want us to at some point add something to be able to sacrifice our minions, because I know that it's not the first time you mentioned such ideas. So, but I understand.
We had like we even have a prototype of special I don't know how to call it, like things on the map that let you sacrifice minions
to
Like
make
the authors or something like that.
yeah, we were testing it. We didn't have enough time to make it work because it was fun, but it was fun for some time. And
okay.
after a while, it become like too hard to use because your army is so big that it's like it's hard to control what units you want to sacrifice.
Oh, okay. So it's like
when,
it was good, but only for the very early stage.
yeah,
of the,
exactly.
like,
I was
stage.
thinking to add it
Mhm.
in the early stage to change, for example,
mhm.
maybe change imps into like different type of imp. When you sacrifice 10 imps, you get like special imp. And I think the idea is still like great. It sounds amazing for Be My Horde. So I think we will try to like test it out better. Maybe we'll have some good ideas to make it work. I hope so, because it was fun. And it was like one of the reasons I wanted to implement it is to make the small army strategy like viable, to let players like choose if they want to make the small army or the big army. And if they choose the small army, they can do it, and it still will be strong. But it's hard to balance it and to make it work.
But actually, Daniel just shared on the chat. But actually, idea to sacrifice minions, power for spell minions or minion power for spell power upgrades is pretty good. In that way, you don't suddenly become a full-fledged mage, losing necromancer gameplay fantasy. But it still would be, if I of course if I understood correctly, your idea it would be about upgrading your spells, like you're sacrificing.
Okay, so
But also what also Vampire Lord said, like you're sacrificing minions to increase your powers. But
okay,
it's not like the most important thing in our game, I guess. Like we should focus on upgrading the Horde, not not Moriana herself.
yeah, that's the reason we didn't implement it, such a thing, because we don't want to make Moriana a mage. But still, maybe in the future this will be like a special path. You can choose, for example, sacrifice minions for more XP and just to level up quicker. So you lose your army power for some time to make it stronger later. I think the idea is nice. Like you can like your army will be weaker. For example, now I could make my army weaker to level up faster and to have more powers later on. So yeah, I think it's quite nice idea to I will write it down and we can test it. It could work like summoning circles right now, but instead of summoning minions, you will like sacrifice them. Okay, I will probably die now.
It's not going well, I see. Even with two freezing perks, you know, I see Nice Nova and Blizzard as well.
Oh, we'll see. I have some goats still, so maybe, but it will be hard.
I mean, it's still good. Like anytime I think you will die, eventually you somehow survive. I don't know how you do it.
First Nova can save me, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, so I can freeze them.
Although
Excellent.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
A little bit skeletonish, but I'm
Yeah.
fine. Yes.
Moriana is so beautiful, right?
Yeah, this is her true form. You see now. Yeah, there was lately this question about it on Discord, I believe. Was it Discord? I guess it was a Discord. There was a question about if Oriana is a human being or if she's a lich. So, I guess in our internal lore behind our story is that Moriana was a human at some point, but after she became the advisor of Richard III Ovine on his court, and she practically, took over power over his kingdom for a short time, she was studying some scrolls from his library in the basement, and this is how she learned how to, well, learn the art of necromancy. And during interacting with those scrolls, she became a lich after some time. So she's no longer human, but she was a long time ago.
She was playing too much Diablo in the basement.
Yes, that's the true lore. Well, that's
Yeah.
a cool skin. I just noticed that. Yes, this was our first skin we made for a special occasion, because it was a Halloween skin. Yes,
Yeah, exactly.
and do I remember correctly? It was very first skin we ever
Yeah,
introduced in the game.
I think so. I think so.
What makes you think
It was because King Richard was after that, after Halloween.
Yeah. It costs like 10,000 souls, but if you
Yeah.
play the game during Halloween, you will get it for free. So. Okay.
Oh yeah, but by the way, dear viewers, if you have any ideas for cool skins, please drop it, because our artist is looking for some additional ideas. Don't get us wrong, we have ideas, and we have like lots of them. But yeah, but
Not all of
course
them
we
are like doable, or
not all of them are doable, but we have some, and of course, but we still are open to gather some more ideas. And we have a question from Ansgar26. Plans for a spell that necromances like a guardian for a certain amount of time, or make the summon unit a storable spell? I don't know if I understood it correctly. Plans for a spell that necromances like a guardian for a certain amount of time. Okay, so like you're creating something that goes around you and resurrecting the other minions for you, or something like that, or because maybe I didn't understand it.
it sounds nice, like some kind of ghost or flying minion that do the work for you and flying from body to body. I think it would be nice. Probably not very powerful, because Oriana can resurrect later on like 20 minions at once, but still something interesting.
Sounds like an interesting idea to test, at least. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a strong unit that helps you out for a time. Okay, I see. Like you are summoning, creating one big unit that helps you in the fight, but only for the short amount of time or something like that. We had that idea, I guess.
To be honest, we didn't prototype it.
No, we didn't.
But we had some idea with champions and bosses and stuff like that, and we're still working on it. We'll be probably working on it. But the idea about like the minion that you can summon and that fight for you for like 15 seconds, it sounds fun. It sounds interesting.
I know, like the huge, powerful peasant. But you imagine this huge peasant,
Yeah.
but with muscles. He was smashing enemies.
Yeah,
for the
like a
next
Hulk.
30 seconds. Hulk peasant. Oh
Hulk
yeah.
peasants, yeah, that sounds
I
great.
need to write it down as well. Hulk
Yeah.
peasant.
Well, it sounds nice, definitely. The problem with the perks system is that some ideas are cool but not really strong, and and if the ability require you to choose, like you can choose Ice Nova or some funny perk that make the game not make you stronger, but it's just fun to play. It's I think players won't like it won't be used as much. So we are trying to introduce new systems to let you do some fun stuff without spending your level ups on it. That's why we introduce healing urns and the braziers on Hell that speed you up and heal you. In Kingdom they were bound to some perks, and in Hell they are available on the map by default. So and I think it made the game much more interesting and fun. And I think this was one of our best decisions during like designing the Hell, that we added some like baseline upgrades on the map. And I think the thing with the super strong Hulk peasants is one of this kind of thing to add. We can add it just on the map, put some, I don't know, special summoning circle that summons.
Yeah, that he just appears and.
Yeah, but also it will be hard to balance in Hell, because if it will be too strong, it can let you like kill enemies you shouldn't be able to kill.
Oh,
And-
okay.
And if you kill like the managers, like the guys with the forks,
Yeah, because
too
like,
early,
they are super difficult.
you cannot just snowball the whole level. So so the peasant Hulk must be can be too strong. It can be like 5 peasants or stuff like that, but not stronger.
I think you won't kill this manager, not this time.
Yeah,
They are super tough, yes.
and I was like farming barely.
Oh, I have questions to you, dear chat, because you're sharing some ideas for skins. Like one pilot shared that I would love to see a Moriana skin that is inspired by the World of Warcraft necromancers, like the Lich King or Kel'Thuzad. But the question is, what skills are better? Those who are very serious and dark, or those who are kind of funny and silly? Because of course we can have both. Why not? But I'm curious, what do you prefer more? Like when you play other AAA games, for example, do you like to put on some funny skins when you're dressed as a clown or whatever, or you really prefer those cool-looking, serious skins? Because right now we have only one like silly skin, silly in quote unquote, this Halloween costume. Although unless you think about funny skin, when you think about funny, when you say a funny skin, you can also think about the Christmas one. But I don't know. Besides of that, we have more serious one, of course.
So I
of
will
course,
choose the
with
most
exception
serious
of
one. I will choose
Which
the
one?
most serious one.
Oh my God! Yes, Rainbringer. Oh,
This
now sorry. Now I need to say a few words about this skin. Maybe don't start the run with it. You can choose
Okay.
the other one because it won't look cool. But just to share, the Shamebringer skin was a homage to the look of Moriana from the demo. This is how Moriana looked in the demo that we launched like what 100 years ago, I think. It was long time ago, and on the anniversary of launching this demo, of announcing the game, we just simply decided to give you the skin that, as you can see, you look like a Moriana from ages ago, without the animation, without anything. And I think it's beautiful at some level.
Yeah, it's not, but yeah.
It is beautiful. Come on, it's like it's our history. It's our history, and we shouldn't, erase our history.
Yeah.
Delightful.
Silly achievement skins are right.
So it's not so bad, right? It looks like this because we were doing a demo in like few months. We were trying to do it as fast as possible. So we're making the art to be
More flying.
easy to do a lot of it, like to add new units really quickly. That's why we didn't have any animations, and like we had some animations, but they were very simple.
For the minions, yeah, they were moving a little
Yeah,
bit,
that-
but it
that
wasn't
was-
very smooth.
The goal to make the art looks nice, but make it cheap to make new units, new buildings, new.
The
Enemies.
deleted messages don't delete on the chat bot on screen. Yeah, that's sure. Like that's on me. I had a lot of problems with setting up this chat on screen because I really wanted to, take the messages both from YouTube and from Twitch, but I did it poorly. I will do it better next time. Plus, I don't know. Do you think we should, if we want to make it regular, like we want to regularly stream? Like that, do you want us to do it on YouTube, on Twitch, or maybe it's both is also okay? Because if most of the people would say Twitch, then I would just switch to one platform. But I think it would be great to do it on on both. No, Michał, please start the new round with a different skin because if
Okay,
some new
okay.
if some new player would join us right now, they will think that we are poor on animating our main character.
Okay. I will take maybe
You
Green
can take
Shepherd.
my
Yeah.
yes, it's great. That ship ended up poorly.
So yeah. Uh, okay.
I'm having issues with Twitch. It keeps freezing up. Unfortunately, that's sometimes on Twitch side. There are some issues. You know how it is. Now I'm looking and I see that everything works well, but I know that sometimes it just freezes. But this is not. I mean, we still can check settings next time better, but I think we set everything correctly this time.
Also, one thing that was mentioned a lot in comments after we released the Hell is that the enemies have too much health, especially when you want to like level up your army and kill a first goat. You have to like deal a lot of damage to them. Also, we like we had to do it this way to make it like balanced, because when we introduced more minions on the map available from the start, we can't allow players to kill stronger units too early, because if I have to like one goat or one bomber after 2 minutes, the game will like snowball really hard. So we can't allow you to have goats too early. Same thing with the managers and bombers and stuff like and the other units. That's why they have a lot more HP than the previous unit, and you have to like move around them till you manage to gather enough, for example, imps to kill first goat. That is your goal. I know it can be annoying, and maybe we'll find some solutions to this to make it less annoying, but it will require you to learn this. It's mostly, I think, the Be My Horde is a knowledge-based game. You have to acquire some knowledge to know when to fight, how to fight, to build your army as quickly as you can. So
Yeah, long story short, we cannot. Yeah, go on.
yeah, but I understand that it can be annoying, so we will be looking for some solutions to make it less annoying than it is right now, and we'll try to do it better.
Yes, like we won't change what Be My Horde is because this is how we envision the game, but of course it doesn't change that if people are complaining, then we need to understand why exactly they are complaining. Because sometimes we have some great feedback from players who says that, hey, I know the game is boring because you didn't give any cool spell for Moriana and she cannot throw fireballs or something like that.
Yeah.
And when we read feedback like that, we need to understand that, okay, he shared valuable feedback with us, but maybe the game isn't boring for him because of lack of spells. He may think that this is why the game is boring, but it's maybe something else that we need to think about what we did wrong here. So reading feedback is also an art, and thank you so much for sharing it so much on Steam, on Discord, and on other channels as well. And read it all, but we always need to understand what's the real source of the problem here, and what would be the best solution over here.
Exactly, like the hell was probably too difficult before the update, but it was beatable. Like, it was fun for us when we were playing it. It was fun because we knew the game, and it wasn't fun for most of you because we didn't like teach you properly all the stuff we know. Like also there's a big difference. I know for some people, Be My Horde is like very simple and quite easy game that you can't do much differently. Like you just move around with your army, kill some minions, make the army grow, and that's it. But the game is much deeper than you think when you increase the difficulty level. The game will require you to think about a lot of stuff, but we didn't manage to teach you players, maybe some of you we managed to teach you properly, but most of you we didn't manage to teach you properly this
Yeah, that was on us. Yeah.
stuff, because the kingdom was so easy or so simple that it didn't require you to learn this. And hell
Yes.
is like totally different beast, and we make the difficulty like too hard, and we know that. We'll try to make it better. We will try to like show you how to play harder levels.
And we'll definitely learn a lot on it, how to, as you said, how to teach the players how to play your game, because it's often not that the game is bad, but that we failed to teach you
Yeah.
how to play it, and that's our biggest mistake.
So it's not on you, it's on us, definitely.
It's
Like,
definitely, it's always, and I'm serious here. Like if people are complaining, if we have negative reviews, that's always on developers' side. I mean, in 99%, because maybe you will find something else. But yeah, in most of the times.
Why
it's
there was
more than
so
me.
many ghosts on the map? Like, why?
You see how it's too difficult. Even
Yeah.
you cannot beat it.
Exactly.
Let me just read some stuff from the chat, because we had a cool message from Vampire Lord. But yeah, if there was one skin that would affect more than Moriana, it would have to be one that changes both her and all enemies and minions into woolies. They still behave like normal, but they're woolly version of themselves. So you have a woolly with a hammer in their mouth for paladins, a woolly in a coffee pot, a woolly with a tie and red wool, a floating woolly with a staff unleashing explosive woolly fireballs, etc., etc. So we need to speak with our artists about making something like that, because it sounds
Nah,
amazing. I mean,
it sounds
adding,
cool.
adding to our wishes. And we had a question. The question was in Polish, but I will quickly translate it. How many levels and bosses are we planning? As you can see already on the screen, when you saw the level selector, there will be 3 of them. There is already Kingdom and Hell available, and we will have one more on the full launch. So 3 of them.
Yeah, that's the plan, that every level have its own boss, and of course enemies, minions, abilities.
Yeah, like they will all complete. All 3 of them will be completely different. It won't be the simple reskin of it, but they will have their own
We
features,
hope so.
enemies, abilities.
Because
I mean, that's the plan. That's the
Yeah.
plan, at least.
because it was really hard, to be honest, to make hell. Like we knew that we want to add some range units, for example, to make it different
Oh,
than
yeah.
Kingdom, but it wasn't so easy. We are adding a lot of different types of ranged units, and it didn't work too well. We decided, for example, the imps are inspired, I think. I'm not sure if they were inspired, but they work similarly to the Argot from League of Legends. As you can see, I have when I move around they have a cooldown to their attack, and if I move around the enemy, the best tactic is to move around the enemy and use all your minions. It's hard to explain. Sorry.
At
I'm
once,
tired.
like it's about the movement, because for some of them are
Yeah,
shooting and other reloading, so you cannot just wait for it.
yeah.
You just
Without the
move
range
into-
upgrade,
be proactive.
not all the imps can attack the enemy, because when your army is so big, the minions from one side can't attack the enemies on the other side. So you should like move around the enemy to use your imps correctly, and it's similar to the Argot champion from League of Legends.
absolutely barbaric.
And the question is power-ups from minions to have effect like frost attack or make them special with like an evolution possible, or would that be too strong? I think it depends on the idea, because if you would imagine that, I don't know, you pick up perk that makes for example minions, yeah, let's go with it, minions to freeze the enemies close to them, it may be difficult to balance it, but we do have some minor perks
So-
for minions. Like we have this please remind me what was the name of this when the minions are
Vampire,
attacking and they're healing themselves.
Yeah, Vampire Hunger. Vampire
Yeah,
Hunger.
okay, so that was the name. Like we have this perk that when minions attack, they turn some of the damage they deal into
So it's
healing
like
themselves.
life steal. Like,
Yeah, life
ability.
stealing. So
But,
we have something similar, but yeah, it was one, I guess, per perk
No,
we had.
we have the. Oh, sorry, I used the debug. So
Well, you shouldn't see it.
we have some abilities that make army stronger. For example, the plus 5% to damage or stuff like that. And yeah, again, I was killed by ghosts because I was talking and running with
You
them.
you need to change the necromancy type because you're still using instant, and it's not very
Yeah,
good.
that's
I
my
believe- I
favorite
believe
one.
you-
So
It's
yeah.
your favorite one. Oh, come
Yeah.
on, mass resurrection is much better, and automatic
No.
ascension is what is like. Mwah, it's,
I like to have control. But about the like
Power-ups for minions.
Power-ups for minions. So the problem is that every power-up that works with the whole army is OP. Like that's why the power-ups that increase the army damage are like 5%, 10%. Because if you make them too strong, they make the game too easy, and that's the problem with we were thinking about the power up that make your minions to freeze enemies, and it will be like totally OP. It will be too strong or too weak to be useful. So it's
It'll be
definitely
fun.
something we're exploring, we're trying. That's why we have as I was talking before about the hellish experiments. That's why we have the talents, the hellish experiments that increase, for example, attack speed only for specific minions, and like making this for specific minions, we can make it fun, can make some big like buffs to the units. But when we adding upgrades to the whole army, it can be really hard to make it balanced.
And because Ansgar was thinking about more in the direction of changing like a certain type of minions into a stronger version through a card. Like I understand, like you have a perk,
So-
and you make those peasants Hulk peasants, or you change one type to another. So
So
now
the
we
problem
most-
is
Mhm.
that the when we if we add some upgrades to certain minions, certain type of minions, as a perk that can be obtained like during the gameplay, it would be great, but it would be great for like first 3-4 minutes when this minion is like viable. So after 5 minutes, this perk will be like useless because you don't use imps anymore, or the imps are so weak that they are not important. So the perk would be like good for 3 minutes, and then it will be like useless. And this is the problem with this kind of upgrades during the run. That's why we added the talents that you choose before the run to make it like useful.
And sorry, I missed one more question from YouTube this time, from Adam. I do have a question actually. Why do the stronger parts of my army move farther ahead than the rest of the group instead of staying right by Moriana? Like I imagine you're talking, for example, managers that they are not close to Moriana, but they are moving ahead of themselves or something like that.
Yeah, we're working on a solution for this because the managers a little broken right now. It's the reasons for this is that they are melee units and they are using a ranged attack, and I don't want to like go too much into the details, but it make their like movements strange, because sometimes they just run away and fight too long with the enemies they meet. So Moriana can go right and they stay on the left for too long, and it can be annoying. But I think we have a solution, and we'll probably introduce it in future updates soon. I hope so. So it will be better.
Oh yeah, managers are those with pitchforks,
Yeah.
and directors are the ones with this ranged. What the hell is that? That's some kind of rifle, by the
Yeah,
way.
that they have like guns that are made of, I think, printers.
Printers, yeah, they're printers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Because you know the office. but they look cool. Especially I love those glasses and this set of headphones with the microphone on them.
so
Good.
unfortunately, I will probably don't fight the boss today.
You see, so the players are right. The hell is too difficult if even the developer
Yeah.
cannot reach the dev.
Yeah, yeah, you definitely like need some talents. You don't need to, like, you can, as I said at the beginning, you
Mhm.
probably can beat the game without the hellish experiments, but they are like made so you most of the players should use them to beat the game. So yeah, I don't have enough of them yet to do it easily, so I would have to focus more on the game. But yeah,
Yeah, no, you're from those players who needs to think when you play. You can.
yeah, that's why I said that the game is much deeper than you can think. Sometimes it really require a lot of focus to think about every fight you pick and every unit you lose or acquire during the game. So
The suggestion is for the hellish experiments, maybe add a mechanic where you can mix different aspects of minions. So like shooting goats, or you're just telling that if we gave attack speed bonus, for example, to goats.
shooting goats
can
would
we,
be nice.
shooting goats sounds like imps mixed with the size of a ball and not just spitting. There are plenty of stuff you can do with hellish experiments.
Yeah.
Although I believe that how they look right now won't change. Like we are going to, of course, work on the balance
So-
and introduce some changes, but we won't change the talent himself. Yeah.
Yeah, we would love to like add a lot of stuff, but everything requires some time, some like every new unit require new animations, new art, new abilities, make it balanced and stuff like that. For example, we have a prototype of a bigger imp that shoots with AoE projectiles. And it works great, but as a like special unit that you can have like 5 of them in the army or something like that. But if we would change all imps to deal AoE damage, they will be like totally unbalanced. We would have to change the balance of the level to make them work. So it's sometimes like really heartbreaking when you have some great idea or read some great feedback from players and you can't introduce them because
Like you won't be able to do it. Yes.
because of
that's
time or
how-
because of balance problems. Because also the balance is probably like possible, but to make some units like viable, you need a lot of time to balance them.
Yeah, like time, resources.
And we must choose
it's-
we must choose our fights, like in
Yes.
My Horde. So
Yes, exactly. Is an infinite mode planned anytime soon? I believe we were thinking about adding the infinite mode in the full launch, but I think it's once again what just Michał said about in the
So-
previous topic. It really depends on our resources, time, and if it will even work well.
I don't
but-
want to like how to say it.
We cannot promise.
Yeah, I
anything,
don't want to
believe.
promise you anything, but definitely like the infinite mode is something we would love to do, or the rush mode where you play not 30 minutes, but for example 15 minutes. It also sounds great, or make everything faster. So Moriana move like 3 times faster, and you just zoom around the map and have fun. It would be great, and I hope we will have time to do it, because it would be awesome. But
Yeah,
right now,
it's all.
yeah,
Go on, sorry.
we have a goal to make a 3rd level, and that's our like main goal right now. And after that, or if we will be sure that we can do it this year, we will have more time to spend on some additional stuff, not only on the 3rd level. Then we'll definitely try to add stuff like infinite mode or rush mode. We'll see.
Yeah, because I absolutely don't want it to sound like we are making some excuses or something like that, because that's not the case. But we need to remember that we are still a small team with some limited time, limited resources. We have our plans. Those plans we need to right now, after the hell update, we need to think about them more, what we want to do next and what exactly the direction we want to take. But if we would have like billions of dollars on our bank accounts and the whole time in the world, we would love to like add everything you want to the game, but sometimes we just simply can't. Sometimes we are not able. Of course, we want to do I don't know. We want to implement as many languages to the game as possible. We want to implement as many modes to the game as possible and make it the most as polished as possible. But it really depends on what will happen in the upcoming weeks and months. But the one thing I can promise to you, and this is, yeah, I'm using this word promise, is that we do everything we can to make this the best game we can, with our knowledge, with our skill, with our time, resources. We don't want to just release something we wouldn't be happy with and proud of. So we'll definitely do the best we can to make this game the best we can. So that's all I can promise right now. But of course, please send your ideas, send your feedback. It's not like we're going to implement all your ideas, but some of them, who knows? Who knows? It really depends.
The feedback is really useful, because some ideas like we probably like have ourselves, like we would think about it and sorry, my English, and I'm a little tired, but what I want to say
don't worry.
is that thanks to your feedback, we can spend less time thinking about ideas because we are just reading your reviews, your feedback, and we're just choosing the best ideas, and it's make our job easier.
Yeah, like you're doing our job. Thank you so much.
Pretty much, yeah. We are designers. We are just sitting and reading your feedback, and then writing to our artists and programmers that hey, do it. It sounds great. So yeah.
Exactly. And Adam, thank you so much for your words. Like you made me blushing. And Vampire Lord shared this idea for levels with the heroic version of minions, that you go back to Kingdom and you have this heroic versions of peasants or knights. And this is the good example to to show you what sometimes problems we have, because the idea, okay, so we are making that when you go back to the level, the enemies are stronger and faster, and they're this heroic legendary version of themselves. We kind of already have it with hard mode, but yet the enemies they don't change their look, they don't change the way they behave. They are just stronger and more dangerous for you. So we could do it with this heroic idea, but it would take us
So-
much more time, much more resources to create those different look of the enemies. Sometimes different
But
behavior for them.
yeah, but I want to say that we'll definitely like explore the idea of stronger units, that special units, because it's like we are like thinking about it even I think like 1 year ago, that to add some stuff like champions or like elites units. That the idea is so cool that we'll definitely try to make it work if we have time, and it will, and if we will be able to implement it, because it sounds cool.
Although I love the idea from Vampire Lord that we can add, for example, the angry eyebrows for peasants and just make them stronger. And,
Yeah.
like the super pissed off peasants. Those,
Oh,
you see, we're still getting back to the idea for Hulk peasants. So we really need to explore that.
yeah. We also have in the early versions we have the peasants with the big noses. It was my favorite version of peasants. They have
Peasants with big noses.
big
did?
noses. Yeah. It
Oh my
was my
God.
idea, and Ala, our artist, did a great job. They were looking a little like characters from French comics, like Asterix.
Oh yeah, it was. Ala
Yeah.
showed me. Yes.
Mixed with some like because they were looking like they were like some drunk peasants with big noses.
Yes, they did.
It was quite funny. I like that.
So we have a concept. Yes, so we
Yeah.
can explore more around it. Like maybe they won't have angry eyebrows, but they will have big noses.
Yeah, we can add angry eyebrows, big noses, the Hulk version, the whole level with only peasants. That would be great. Like the
Hmm.
different types of peasants.
How is it going this time, Michał? 11th minute.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just looking how is it going with your run, with your crusade. We have 12th minute approaching very soon, so it's going quite well, I think, this time.
You can see if I can beat the last record. I'm not sure because I'm not focused, but
Yes, right.
I think the best result was like 15 minutes or 16.
I don't remember now. Huh.
Yeah, we'll see.
Maybe make a challenge run mode for these ideas. Oh, and it's also a great idea to have this run mode for test ideas. That's also a good thing. So, as we said, we mostly are getting so many great ideas from players, and we'll be
Unfortunately,
trying to test all of them.
I can't like write them down while playing, so I will have to watch the stream again. Or if you had any great ideas during the stream, please like write them, send them on our Discord or maybe or Steam, so we can see this. Cause,
Yeah, we are always. I mean,
because I really like some of them, and I like the idea of the summoning the special units.
There will be the recording of this stream available on YouTube, so I can aggregate all those ideas for you, Michał. if you want.
Yeah, would be nice, because we will have some design talks soon about things we want to add to the game, so it will definitely help.
You know what? You know how at the beginning of a run in Hades you have this contract thing where you can adjust variables to make your runs harder. Yes, I know it. By the way, I love Hades. That's one of my favorite games. Like,
Yeah, Hades has some great ideas about like difficulty changes.
Yes.
How to
yes.
make it like easy, hard, or for different types of players. So we will definitely try to take some inspiration from Hades.
Do you have a manager? You have a
Yeah,
manager.
F1.
Finally, after
No.
hour of stream.
No, I had it.
You had before?
Yeah.
I thought you. Okay, sorry, so sorry about it.
Yeah. Not so
I
bad.
missed
But I will probably die soon, unfortunately. But we'll see.
And I think we'll probably end the stream after this run. So if you have any last call questions, please share them. But keep in mind that we had this developers play series in the past when we were streaming the playing games and answering questions. And I know we stopped it for some time because, well, to be fair, we didn't have time for it. But we are trying to get to it. So I guess we will have some opportunities in the future to do another streams for you. If you want to, oh, something happened in the death animation. Did you see that?
No, sorry.
I thought we had some bag over there, but maybe we didn't. So, oh yeah, sorry. I was watching for the YouTube stream and I was very behind what is going on right now. I need to look at Twitch because there is more up-to-date stream. The question: how big is your dev team? There are 10 people at Polish Games right now. Although, to be fair, exactly 7 people are the development team because rest of us are for marketing, administration, stuff like that. Of course, we are all helping each other. Like I said, I'm the marketing guy, but I'm also writing the story to Be My Horde. So yeah, 10 people, I would say. Plus some outsourced help, like from the amazing David Vask, who is our composer, and he's making such a great job for Hell.
Ah, new record. Almost
Yeah,
16.
So it was. When also, oh, I came up with an awesome name for something like this in Be My Heart. Your Death Wishes. After all, you would have to have a death wish to. Okay, Death Wishes. This is something we could definitely use for something in the game. So write it down. And I don't know, Michał. I think we can end stream right now before you start the next run, and we can
Yeah,
maybe plan another one for another day. What do you think?
Yeah, sure. I think it's. I have enough dying.
Michał has enough of dying, and but don't worry, guys. Maybe we will bother him next time, and he will die a lot again. So
yeah,
this
no, next time I will kill the devil for sure.
Okay. I hope you will. We'll see. Thank you guys for joining this little stream. As you can see, not everything worked perfectly as we wanted, as it often happens with these technical issues we had at the beginning, and we were still learning on how to organize such streams. So if you have any notes about it, any feedback, what we should do better, like I don't know, give better microphone for Michał or whatever else the ideas you have, please share them with us, and we will definitely let you know about the next Q&A with us. And in the meantime, if you have time, please play the game, challenge yourself in the hell, and if you have any feedback, feel free to share it with us. Michał, any last words from you?
No. I wish you luck with Hell update. I hope all the players will be able to beat it sooner or later. So yeah.
Of course, you will if you're good minions, because you have to be good minions for Mariana to finish the game. Other than that,
Exactly.
it's impossible. So thank you so much, and see you next time. Michał, you can click this magic end stream button.
Okay. Thank you guys for watching.
Bye bye.